Hey gang, and welcome back to the Binding of Isaac Repentance plus Beta with yours truly, CthulhuToo. I am freshly returned from my vacation, and man oh man am I jonesing for some Isaac. I want to do something just plain and simple. Let's do a Samson run to the chest. Nice and simple. And let me just double check. Let's see. We do need to do Mega Satan if possible, and we should also try to maybe go a little quickly and do some challenge rooms possibly. We'll see how things go. I'm not going to stress it. I just want to get back into the swing of things. So I should have plenty of runs pre-recorded so that you guys will not even notice that I was gone. But for me, IRL, it has been a full week with no Binding of Isaac in my life, and it's a little rough, I gotta say. No, it's not that bad, but I do enjoy playing it, so I'm happy to be able to do so again. But yeah, it was just a really nice time up north Minnesota, you know, as you do when you live in Minnesota. The 2 weeks you have a year of nice weather. It's nice to be up at a lake with that nice weather. And so my wonderful, beautiful parents are kind enough to rent out an Airbnb cabin for the better part of a week and treat myself and my family and then my 2 siblings to that week. And we've been doing it every year for 8 years now, and it is always the highlight of our year. At least for myself and my girls, I can say the highlight of the year for sure. So it's always kind of depressing. Like that last day always has kind of a shadow over it because you know it's the last day, and then the day of always really sucks, and then back to reality again. Thankfully, I still have a weekend between me and work. We came back home on a Friday, which is actually really nice because there's no traffic coming back south on a Friday, and then I have that buffer weekend, so works out pretty decently, I would say. But it was just a really nice time sitting around and doing lake stuff. I'm not a very good Minnesotan. Like, I'm not big on water sports or fishing, but I enjoy swimming around a little bit, sitting in the water, just taking it easy, maxing and relaxing. Maybe playing a little bit of b-ball outside the school, if you know what I mean. And I do my best, once we get to whatever cabin we happen to be at, I do my best to put the phone in a drawer and walk away. I might break down towards the end of the day and allow myself to check on things a little bit. Maybe watch a YouTube video here and there, but I do my best to be unplugged during vacations, and it really does pay off. It feels a whole heck of a lot nicer to not even know / care what could possibly be happening around the world or just in real life in general. It is a treat to not have to care at all. If you want to, like, give me something, thank you. Holy Hannah. Dang guy was taking forever. Alrighty, let's grab this last little half heart. I guess we're not going fast today. Whatever. But yeah, my girls were fishing and or swimming pretty much the entire week. My dad and my brother are absolute saints when it comes to helping the girls fish, because it doesn't interest me at all. So they do most of the heavy lifting when it comes to baiting the hook, taking the fish off the hook, kind of showing my girls the ropes, that kind of thing. Like, I don't know, it's just, I don't find it interesting. I really don't. But they sure seem to. So they have a good time, all 4 of them, doing the fishing together, making the memories, all that, and I can drink beer and watch them do it. And it's a win-win-win-win-win for everybody. Thank you for not blowing me up. So even though it is kind of a downer to come back to real life, it is always good to be back home. As they say, there's no place like home. We had our fish and our snake and our cat waiting for us at home. We had a wonderful neighbor friend of ours checking in on them a couple times while we were gone, so we knew they were in good hands, but it's always good to get back and see them. I don't know if I've ever really... I think I've maybe talked about my aquarium setup a little bit in one of these videos. But when we left, we had 3 little baby guppies that we had just recently even noticed. They're very, very small. So far, after coming back home, I have not yet seen them. So I wonder if being on a different feeding schedule made those... either the babies didn't have enough food to go by, or they became food. Either is very likely. Sometimes that's just the way it be, though. We do have 5 adult guppies that a friend of mine gave me. So it's only a matter of time before we see more. Those guys are like absolute rabbits. They get all up on each other all the time. And make it the babies. So I kind of figured, just so that I don't get my tank overcrowded, I am kind of just going to let nature take its course whenever they spawn. I have a lot of moss and leafy plants and stuff for babies to hide out in, so there is, I'd say, a decent chance that they can survive to become a big enough size that they will not become food. Oh, dang it. So we'll see if maybe they are still around, I just haven't seen them yet, or if the next batch has better luck. But I don't think the next batch will be very far away, if what I understand about guppies is true. Not something I need to be too worried about. Because most, if you're not familiar, most fish, I think that's true, most fish will eat their own spawn, no problem. Like, they won't even think twice about it because they don't really think very much. And food is food, whether it's related to you or not, I guess. So that is kind of an uncomfortable reality in the fish keeping hobby. Yeah, a lot of your fry will get munched if you're not careful. So we had a molly, I believe it was a molly, that reproduced for us, and her first batch got pretty munched up. And then her second batch, when I noticed that she was about ready to burst, I scooped her up and I put her in a special little thing called a breeder box, which is like a little mesh box you can keep in your aquarium. And then once she popped them all out, she the mollies that I have, and then the guppies are what are called live bearers. So they give birth to live young right off the bat instead of just laying eggs and waiting for them to hatch. So once she popped out her babies, then I scooped her out, kept the babies in the breeder box, and made sure that they were nice and safe and they couldn't get munched on by the bigger, stronger fish. That is an upgrade, as is that. So I might do that if these newer guppies don't survive super long in future batches. You do hate to see them go the way of the dodo, because they're so flippin' cute, man. Itty bitty little guppies. Oh my gosh. But yeah, if I do that with every batch that comes along, if I scoop them up and keep them safe and let them mature, I will have more fish, dang it, than I know what to do with in no time at all. And they become so overpopulated so quickly that, like, even if I wanted to sell excess guppies off to a local fish shop or a local hobbyist or something like that, like, they're a dime a dozen, literally, because they're so easy to breed and make more of. So I kind of just want to let the herd thin itself out and see where I end up. I don't have the biggest tank, so I don't want to overcrowd and throw things out of balance, and it gets really ugly really quick. But that's a lot of blabbering on about fish that a lot of people probably wouldn't care about. If you do think fish keeping, aquarium, whatever, is at all interesting, I highly recommend you watch a bunch of YouTube videos about the hobby if you haven't already. It's really easy to get into, and it's got like a really natural progression for if you want to try out trickier things or different types of setups or different types of fish. Like, it's not hard to move from the starting stages to more advanced stages, and it's a fun hobby. If you find nature at all interesting, oh man. I find taking damage very interesting, apparently, because I'm doing it a whole lot. I really... Oh my gosh. Can you tell I'm rustier than even usual? Whoo-wee! That is a lot of damage. You know what? I wanted to shoot all those fires. I'm gonna not. I'm gonna try to keep things moving a little bit here. It is against... Oh my gosh! It's against my nature to do so, but I'm trying to do so. Alright, well, we're gonna see a lot of the spider in our face because I'm gonna be letting him loose by taking damage constantly, at all times, and in every room possible. You know what I'm actually doing? I'm farming up the damage from our bloody lust. That's what I'm doing. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. Ooh, I don't care for this. Whoa! I think my bandage ball killed him off right before he came up and touched me. Oh no! Health down! That is not what was required of you, game. Oh man. Oh man, oh man. Okay, well, here we are. This is our life now. Ugh. Well, the good news is if I come across that pill again, it will be a health up pill, assuming I stay at my 1 red heart. So we can even that out, but it ain't looking good. Man, I have hemorrhaged so much health that even if I do get a devil deal, I don't think I'll even be able to take it. I do get it. Well, okay, another spirit heart up, maybe. None of those are really worth taking. Pooh. I was really hoping we could maybe come across the Book of Revelation, because we got that ball of bandages right off the bat. So then we could stack up more of those and acquire Bandage Girl, and I think that is an achievement we have yet to achieve. So that could have been cool. But it's not looking likely so far. Alright, more pills. Please stay away from me, guy. Range up. Lock down. One of those days so far. Alright, CT. Get your head in the game. You've played enough Isaac, you should be a whole heck of a lot better than you are. So let's pretend like we're good at this game and actually make some things happen, shall we? Let's maybe hold on to some of this blue health that we have for a change. Let's just see if maybe there's a secret room attached. There isn't. Perks, okay. That is nice to have available to us. I don't mind that one little bit. Try not to get boxed in like you're doing. There we go, excellent. Alright, we're starting to map out the area at least. This whole path is a dead end. I still need to follow the top path some more, but we'll cross that bridge in a little while. Not quite yet. This is going to be really annoying to move around in. Hot diggity. Hey, there we go. There's our health back. Alright, excellent. White and white speckled is a health up, health down. So I most likely will not be touching that again for the rest of the run, unless I guess I could, like, trade away my health, and then that will still be a health up pill. Oh, dang it. There we go. A little bit more damage. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. Yeah, see? Okay, we got one stupid little grubby that decided to go all the way to the other side of the world. Where is he now? Oh my gosh. Could you not, guy? There we go. Mysterious candy, I don't think that's for me. And it looks like down is the only direction to go from here. Alright, I want to try to not aggro the floaty heads. I just did, okay. Because then, yeah, it causes them to pop up somewhere else, and then I have to deal with them. If you leave them alone, for the most part, they kind of just sit there and wait. Grants a random trinket every room. I don't think that's for me. Hey, we got the item. Alrighty. So far, the item rooms have been pretty meh. Pretty lacking in luster. How about now? Also kind of lacking in luster. I guess it is a bit of a damage up. I keep forgetting that that's a thing now, because it never used to be. And I suppose if we get into situations where we can trade away our health for like Blood Bank and Demon Beggar, that kind of stuff, then this at least gives us a consistent way to get that health back again, which is nice for farming up the damage. So it's fine. And there we go. See, we've got a little half-heart action. It's fine. It's not exciting. It's not flashy. It's fine. Let's see. Ah, dang it, man. What am I doing with my life? That was a very weird interaction there. I think I hit him on the slant or something right when he was dashing at me. Ugh. Mom's coin purse really isn't worth taking, right? I think we'll just take you. It's just really not. It's not a good. Full health is kind of a good. I don't know. If you have one of the PhDs, either the real one or the false one, then Mom's purse is kind of worth it. Kind of worth it, but 15, I mean, I know just like on a pure financial basis, it's technically worth it because each pill costs 5 cents. So you essentially get a pill for free, if I'm thinking properly. But still, like they're just, usually pills are not that good, especially if you're not guaranteed that they are good. Oh, that is glorious. Thank you very, very much, Lee. Alright, we got max tiers now. And we're starting to build our health back up a little bit. Now, if I move quickly enough... Oh gosh, look at all these outplay ghosts. If I move quickly enough, it's possible to at least get... Oh, nice outplay there. Spawned right in front of me as I was moving. Well done. It is possible... Oh my gosh! To have a shot at the boss rush, which I don't know if is the right call for me with how I've been playing. I guess if I could come across a perks or a full health pill, that would certainly make my life better. I've been holding on to this moon for a long time because I haven't really had a reason to use it. But I would definitely replace it with one of those better pills. Explosive diarrhea is not one of those better pills, unfortunately. Full health wouldn't be super amazing for us just because I don't have very much health. But the perks... Ow. The perks could end up doing a lot of good for us. Well, there goes the last of our blue health. Oh, there's a little bit more if I can get to it before I get touched. Ugh. Alright, let's knock Loki out here. Now, I shouldn't be saying this out loud, but I really should not be taking damage versus Loki. Even in this version that has the stupid spike block running around, like, I have no business taking damage there. It pains me to leave an item room behind, but I do want to give myself the option, at least, to be getting that boss rush. I want to at least try. I was hoping maybe that would take me closer to something interesting by using that moon card, but alas. What I would love is to be able to get the IV bag by playing a blood bank and being able to carry that with me so then I could farm up my damage every dang floor. Oh man. I don't have very much damage to be clearing out rooms. That's really slowing me down here. I have the tier rate, but I don't have a tier effect. I don't have the damage unless I start getting damaged a lot. Pretty fly, that's cool.
Pretty fly.
Let's try to get out of this room quickly because it's going to take a long time. Oh, well, dead end. I guess let's invest a couple more bombs. I really don't think I'm going to be able to do this in time, but I do want to give it the old college try. At this rate, though, going completely the wrong direction multiple times, I don't think... Ah, dang it, I didn't expect him to move that direction. I don't think we're even going to get to the boss room in time, let alone beat up Mom. We'll see. Maybe I'll come across the card to zip us there. Ah, well, another dead end with an outplay ghost we have to wait around for. Is it even possible to do what I need to do in a minute with my current setup? Oh, not really with Piggy Bank. All right, we're gonna let that hope and dream die right there, because there are a good few number of things we can hopefully do on this floor. So, since this is a fairly weak start to the run, like pretty much all of our item rooms have been sucky, I think. I think the spider in our face is like the most useful thing we've gotten so far. The charm of the vampire is kind of fine, I guess. I don't know, but I'm gonna try to use this this arcade over here. Whoa! Didn't expect that to murderize them. We're gonna try to use this arcade to power up a little bit. Maybe, just maybe. We are gonna get a butt ton of money too now that we have Piggy Bank. So maybe we can make some shopping happen. Maybe we can get the payout from this blood bank at some point. Or just a whole lot of money, I guess. Alright. Thank you, game. Let's backtrack a little bit, grab what we had. We could still end up doing Hush. I don't know how likely that is either. Algaes, okay. It's fine. I'm gonna start blowing some more of these up, just in the hopes that they leave something good behind, or just to make it safer, because they do like to hit you when you don't expect it. Alrighty, let's go ahead and explore a little bit more. I would love to do some shopping, but if I'm being honest, it's just gonna be greed, because that's the way my life works. I've only been in one store so far, but y'all already know it's gonna be greed. How could it not be? Ooh, okay, that's interesting. Looks like we got, oh, I was gonna say the secret room's gotta be there, but I've already seen the secret room. This is a very secret room ready kind of layout. Threw me for a loop there for a second. Alright, I don't think there's... maybe there is a reason to play that? We could get ourselves the key that way and open up the path to Super Double Mega Satan. Oh wow, it's not greed. That is actually kind of shocking to me. What the heck? Let's go ahead and start buying crap. Yeah, let's go ahead. I don't really know why I brought the Hanged Man with me. Okay, we're not getting really any of the payouts I wanted. That's slightly annoying. Thanks for that, game. I'll take you. I'll take you. I want to save that Spirit Heart for later. Let's go ahead and hit you one more time. Okay, we got the chest payout this time. Is it trapped? It's not trapped, and it's also not useful. Gosh darn it. I guess let's go ahead and hit that one more time. I suppose, you know, I should be bringing Algaes with me for sure. I can come and check out this now. Sure. I can't complain about that. got positive luck now. We got a little more health to work with. So if we do get to see that full health pill again, it's actually going to be meaningful. And we're going to charge up our item for another pill. So this is definitely worth. Gosh, if you'll get up off of me. Man, he turned on a dime there. Usually I thought they kind of keep going. I didn't want to give up all this health on you. I wanted to be able to use it in the stupid sacrifice room. Gosh darn it. Alright, well what I can do now is go and play in the arcade a bunch and see if I can make something happen. So I will either cut this out or speed it up for you. Alrighty, so I ended up playing the machines a bit more. I have the dollar bill waiting for me now, and I also just got this AWAS. I'm gonna try to put it down here, see if we get a crawl space. Want to bring you in case this was exciting. Oh man. Let's use the pinking shears while we're dealing with the angels, because that will help out a lot. But it's not... I think I do want to stick with the pill generation overall, though. I guess I could use Soul of Isaac once I'm done with it as well. Alright, so it could teleport us somewhere. Let's see what happens. Nope, we get the chest. Okay. Jawbreaker, I think is fine. Okay, so we could get a Soul Heart or... Ooh... You know, it's possible to re-roll that with our Soul of Isaac, but that is kind of interesting enough that I'm going to roll with it. Please don't explode me! Alright, let's go back, and I had a little more health I could pick up. And then I want to get going on some angel fights. We do have algaes, too, to make things a little safer. And you know, this dang little beggar guy, he was actually paying out, yeah, a decent amount. It's just one of those runs where he's like, I'm gonna play nice. Hey, excellent, more health. Okay. I was holding off on picking up that dollar unless I ended up using a lot of it with this dang guy. Alright, cool, dude. You're solid. Alright, I think I am ready now to start generating some key pieces. At long last. I think, yeah, we're kissing goodbye to Hush by doing all this. That's okay. I can live with that. We got the High Priestess as well. Okay, that's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and use you. Pop that. I think you are the easier, yeah, you are the easier version with less health, and you are getting absolutely destroyed. So goodbye to you, you stupid idiot. What are you going to give us? Please don't give us the coins. You gave us the coins, because of course you did. And here we go with that. We're going to High Priestess you. And you're done. Excellent. Alright, so we have our key. And now, the next item room we see is going to have Dad's key. I'm pretty sure that is coded, hard-coded into the game. That must take place. Oh. Oh, that's interesting. Let's see what you got for me. Judgment. Judgment. Nice. I could use algaes to go get that stuff without taking damage. I think that's probably the play. Nice. Okay, well, I guess it's not that nice. We already had max tiers. Wah wah. Oh well. Alright, so now I think I'm going to go back and get our pill bottle, even though I do really like the pinking shears. Having some on-demand flight is nice, and then having that little headless body running around is nice. I'm going to go ahead and use Soul of Isaac here, too. Sometimes in this crawl space you can come across pretty interesting items. I'm not exactly sure what all is in the allowable pool, but it can be neat. That time it was not neat. Dang it. Swing and a miss there. I think there are 2 more things to buy in the shop, and then we have squeezed out just about everything we possibly can in this area. speed up. Fine. I do like to have a little bit of money in this donation machine, even though we don't need it anymore. Wow, we're getting a lot in it now. What the heck? Sure, I'll take some luck ups. Because then in future runs, if I'm like 1 penny away from a really good item, I want to make sure I have an ability to bomb that and get something out of it. Alright, Mom, I see. Thank you. I see that tinted rock. Thank you for making yourself useful. The more luck we get, I think the more often we're going to get our little tooth tears popping out, and it does seem to be absolutely rocking right now. Heck yes, dude. Alrighty, and we get the lucky pop here, and it sucks. Ugh. Nah, there's just no reason to take that. That's not good. It has been helpful in at least 1 or 2 challenge runs where we can't shoot, but other than that, why bother? You know what? Let's bother here. We're not trying to go quick anymore. I was really hoping at least one of those golden chests might have an item for us, but of course not. That ain't the way this game rolls. Oh, tooth shots are doing work, man. There we go, farming up some damage. Fully intentional. Not bad. Not bad at all. I know how to play video game. Ugh. I don't like having both of these little red guys running around at the same time, but here we are, in this world that we have made for ourselves. There we go. Alright, now I just want to get through these floors as quickly and painlessly as possible. No exploring to do. No reason for it. Let's just find the boss. Ugh. Gosh, I've gotten so many pretty flies, like I can't even use them anymore. I'm already at max flies. I'm as pretty as I can be. Quit giving me more, game. I wish you could. I mean, I completely understand why you can't stack up more, because it would just get absolutely busted. But I really wish you could. So while I was playing the one-armed bandit on that last level, when I had paused the recording, I won another pretty fly out of that too. Like just not the pill, but just the effect that it can give you as a reward sometimes. And I think I've had 2 excess pretty fly pills as well. So we would have like basically an impervious halo around us if there was no cap. So I don't like it, but I get it. It would be real hard to touch me. The dice room is interesting. If I had a chance to re-roll myself, would I take it? No. Okay, so it does not affect Devil Angel or Crawl Space. So if we get a boss that we don't like. Alright, had to step away for just a quick second there. You are a boss, but you're not the boss, so I have to sit here and deal with you, even though there's not really much of a benefit to it. That's annoying. But at least we're getting our DPS up to a point where it's not taking too long to deal with jerks that come into our path. These are some jerks. I hate that. Thankfully, I don't know if there's a certain cooldown to those guys unleashing or not, but thankfully it seems like they usually wait a good long time before they unleash. That gives you a bit of a chance to deal with other stuff first. I don't know if it's completely random or if there's like a couple seconds that are at least required for them to wait. Never bothered looking into that because it really doesn't matter. But I am somewhat curious about it. You know, there's that level of curiosity where when it flits across your brain, you kind of go, huh. But it's not enough to ever actually put any effort into learning, right? Huh, I wonder. Anyway, moving on. Like, I was having this chat with my little brother earlier. I don't remember how it came up, but I was curious about, like, when you are filling up your gas for your car or whatnot, how does the pump know when to automatically turn off. You know? Like you set it and forget it. You go and scrub down your windshield or something like that. Okay. How does it know when to just cut off the gas to your car so it doesn't just crazy overfill constantly? I always thought it was like something, maybe some conductiveness in the metal of it. I don't know, and he said it has something more to do with pressure, but he wasn't entirely sure either, so we were both kind of like, I wonder. And we both have smartphones in our pockets, and we could have easily just looked up the answer, but we weren't that interested. So if you are a knower in the comments, let me know, how the heck does a gas pump know how to shut off when your tank is full? Please illuminate me so that I don't have to go through the really trying effort of Googling it for myself. Alrighty, we have a lot of health now. I think it is time to leave behind the pill bottle, even though it does have some good stuff available to us, like the perks in particular. I don't know. Oh, I think this might be our first time seeing this dang guy. He's awful. You have to give health up to play him. Like, who would want to do that? I'm going to go ahead and give some health away for this guy. We could get another blood bag, but mostly I do just want to generate some of that damage for us. Woo! Now, I'm a little curious about checking out the boss challenge, but I don't know if I'm curious enough. I'm kind of like, because it could, oh my gosh, the number of eternal hearts we're finding. What the heck, man? Well, after this floor, there is no chance for a deal room whatsoever, so having blue health is somewhat meaningless at that point. Oh, there's oops, didn't mean to take that. There is a lot of red health waiting on the floor for us. That is intriguing. A lot of red health. Oh, man. Ooh, do I gamble all the way down to one spirit heart so that I can see what is inside of the boss rush? Oh, man. I guess, yeah, it's not that much of a gamble because there is so much red health on the floor. So if I don't like what I see, I can just leave and recuperate my cost. I think that's the play. And maybe we can get some luck ups out of this machine, you never know. Oh, actually, since we got that shield, let's get another couple plays in there. Alright, it's not open yet. I'm going to touch spikes once. Is that enough to open her up for me? Ugh, it's not. Ugh. I guess I need... See, I don't want to play the blood bank again because I only have the 1/2 heart, red heart. So I'm not entirely sure how that damage calculation is going to work out. Ugh. I guess I do have a half heart waiting around for me somewheres. This is kind of annoying to me, so I'm just going to get that out of the way. Don't touch the spikes. I know this is a little silly to be going back and forth this much, but I'm kind of a silly guy. I'm a silly little gamer, that's what I am. Hey, there's a nice little fast track. I like that quite a bit. Alright, so now I can hit you one more time. Get a couple, oh nice, get a couple free plays out of it. The torn photo isn't worth it. I really shouldn't be doing this at all, honestly. This is rather foolish. Now, because my current active item doesn't get charges, I don't think that trinket's gonna help. Oh, oh gosh, oh gosh! Not good, not good, not good, not good, not good. Not good for me. So bad for me. So very, 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 very bad. Okay. Oh, I wasn't punished. I really should have been punished. Are you trapped? Please don't be trapped. I don't want my run to end from a trapped chest. Do you do anything at all? No. No, you do not. Sad, because that is kind of nice to have. Alright. Heal up quite a bit. Not all the way, but quite a bit. Now we can go back and retrieve some of that health. And I think the other health was behind a rock, so I'm not going to worry about it. Now we can move on. That was a completely unnecessary risk. I was hoping the 2 golden chests might have some slick items or something. But I came very close to throwing away a solid run for literally no reason. I guess I got shot speed up from that item, didn't I? But I could not get tears up, so that was dumb. Don't do what I just did, children. Also, don't go to dead ends. What the heck? Why is this a dead end? The secret room is over here. It's a nice windy path to get here. Any tempted? Do you at least have a super secret for me? Dang it, man. Dang it, Moose. Why was that the dead end? I'm very annoyed by that. Oh no, my super fast speed run. It's all been messed up. I'm sure I'm at full damage capacity with my lusty blood, right? Yeah. Yes, confirmed. So we're at 12 point something damage, so that is when, you know, on future floors when I want to use my blood bag, my IV bag, whatever it is. When I want to use that, that's when I can stop using it, when I reach 12 something damage. I know where the max is. Ha ha, you can't get me. Get hecked. I know the white one is bad. Range up is fine. Yeah, that's the health down pill. No, thank you. Alright, we have a reasonable chance at our final devil deal here. So let's hope for that. Maybe we can power up. Maybe just a little Mom's Knife action. Oh gosh, the light. Ooh, the nightlight was really hecking up the pattern there. Or maybe there's absolutely nothing. Who needs a 3/4 chance of getting something? How could that possibly ever work out in my favor? A 3/4 chance. Get real. This is why I never have and never will go to Vegas. I swear. I don't really think luck is a thing. But I kind of think luck is a thing. I have had friends in the past, and maybe you've had this too, where just everything just works out for them. Do you know the type? Maybe you are the type, I don't know. It's like no matter what they touch, it turns to gold. And I mean, I've had good luck. I have beautiful, wonderful, healthy children. I've got a good marriage. I've got a good job. Like I've got the basics. I'm very lucky in that regard. But just like the day-to-day, like I'm gonna play darts today, and everything's just going well whenever I let go of the dart. Or that's a weird example. I don't know why that popped into my head. Just like I'm gonna pick something at random, and oh look, I won. You know, that kind of luck. It just seems like some people have it. Maybe I'm not making any sense whatsoever. Or maybe you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yeah, I have had friends like that, where it could be their first time doing something, and it just comes naturally to them. Or they're just in the right place at the right time super often, or something like that. I don't know. It's weird. It's weird to see. I highly doubt, given my my skill level, I highly doubt that this Eternal Heart is going to make it all the way with me, but it doesn't hurt to try. Now, speaking of luck, What on earth is going on with all these Eternal Hearts I've been finding? I don't think the habit has anything to do with that, right? And even so, we found a couple before the habit even showed up. Maybe... do the key pieces come into play with that as well? I'm not exactly sure. I know there's a lot of those little things that I don't pay enough attention to, even though my item descriptions mod lays them out for me. I tend to just grab the thing and move on, instead of sitting there and actually reading the helpful tips that I'm being given. So there's got to be something that's improving our odds of Eternal Hearts. Can I not shoot the blue fires to make them go away? I thought I could. I guess it makes sense that you can't, because like the stationary blue fires that you just come across, you gotta bomb them. So I suppose that jives. Now I have... oh gosh! I have not yet... used my IV bag, which I probably should have. But I think... if I do it now, will it take away my Eternal Heart? I don't know. Doesn't really matter. We got the Toofs. The Toof hurts. And you can't handle the Toof, Isaac. Although, oh man, without popping my lusty blood, or bloody lust, whatever it is, it takes a long time to get through, guys. I'm at half of the damage I could be, more or less. Not precisely, but more or less. Alright, well that's the first phase out of the way at least. This phase, okay, yeah, I'm doing good enough damage where he doesn't do the flap around and start to shoot at you part of this phase. Sub-phase, I guess you could call it, this phase. So I guess my DPS isn't awful. It's not entirely where I'd like it to be, but it's not awful. Ooh, that was a little close. Still have not come across cool tier effects either. Like, the coolest tier effect we have is just coming from our trinket, of all things. Very strange. There we go. Wow, I'm very surprised that that Eternal Heart survived. Awesome. Oh, Bloody Lust has appeared. We didn't even have that unlocked. What the heck? Well, there you go. Ooh, Tiny Planet. Oh, the run is saved. Oh my gosh, these items are trash. Evil Eye. Oh. You know, part of me wishes I could leave these behind in the hopes of re-rolling them later. Oh, no, just no. I never like Tiny Planet. Ever. I just don't. I have not come across a single combination of items that I enjoy having Tiny Planet with. It just makes everything worse, man. Ugh. If you know of a item combination where you're like, dang, I am so glad I have Tiny Planet for this, please let me know what that recipe is, because I am genuinely curious. Like, I'm sure there are interesting combos you can get. Like, if you have Mom's Knife, you are a force to be reckoned with if you have Mom's Knife. And then if you add Tiny Planet on top of that, then when you charge up and let the knife go, it just spins around you, and it's so hard to get it to actually damage an enemy. Like, you are just making your run worse at that point. Like, is there any situation where you feel more powerful with Tiny Planet than you feel without? Please let me know if that is even a thing, because I highly doubt that it is. To me, it's just one of those items that's meant to troll you if you pick it up when you can't see what items are. You know, if you have that curse. It's just meant to be a, ha ha, you picked up an invisible item, now look what you got. So that Ed McMillan can giggle at you from his office chair somewhere, I don't know. Why does it exist? Explain this to me. Alright, I'm gonna try to kill Lust last. Last Lust. Because there's a chance I could get a syringe item. I think I only have one syringe item. But out of the possibilities of items from these guys, that is what I would prefer. Could just be like a pill or something. Yeah, it's just a pill or something. It's one of the lamest pills it could be. Oh yeah, something's wrong. Get so tar-pooled. Get so tar-pooled right now, all you flying enemies that had literally no effect from that whatsoever. Oh yeah. So glad I had that pill in my inventory. In my possession. What a game changer. We're so back. We are so back! So I do need to go actually beat Blue Baby, and then I need to backtrack and come back for Mega Satan. I suppose Mega Satan would be smarter to focus on, just because he's the harder of the two bosses to reach, but I'm going to have a little hubris and just try to do it all. I want to have it all. That just reminded me of these ads that used to play on like daytime TV all the time. I can't even remember what the company was, but the tagline was just, "It's my money and I want it now!" And it was just like people shouting this from the rooftops and stuff like that. It was some kind of like legal firm or something. Meshbesher and Spence or something like that, I don't know. It's my money and I want it now! Get what you're entitled to. That's how I feel right now. The boss completion marks are mine and I want them now! Got a little bit of health back, thank you very much, Charm of the Vampire. Do vampires have charm? I guess there's always been a kind of a risque factor to vampires. Maybe not always. I don't think anybody's ever been lured by Nosferatu, I suppose. Which I do need to watch that modern retelling of Nosferatu. Check it out. But I suppose there have been a whole lot of risque vampires throughout like the 80s, 90s, and especially once we got to the stupid chick book series. What the heck is that? I should know because my wife has read them and watched the movies and all that. With the sparkly guys, the sparkly vampires. Oh my gosh. Once you turn vampires into sparkly soy boys, you just completely lose my interest. There's gotta be a scariness to a vampire. They drink your heckin' blood, for crying out loud. Don't make them glitter. Don't give them a sparkly sheen. Ugh, so annoying. What the heck is that series called? I don't know. I have tried watching the first movie of Sparkle Vampires with my wife numerous times, and I just can't do it. I cannot do it. It's so cringe. Ugh. I know I'm going to be losing my 2 female viewers right now if I'm bashing this franchise I can't even remember the name of. Oh, okay, I did see one of them in theaters. I do remember that. Gosh, what the heck? What the heck is the name of the franchise? I'm completely blanking right now. Twilight! Twilight! That's what it is. I can remember things. I have a functioning brain. Twilight. I did see one of the Twilight movies in theaters. My wife, this is pretty early on in our marriage at this point, but my wife and some of my female cousins, I was hanging out with them and they pressured me into it, and we all went and saw this one in theaters. It was the one where the lead chick was like super pregnant. And I think she was even giving birth. Oh yeah, she was, because I remember being like semi-scarred by the whole childbirth scene. Because this baby's trying to like claw its way out through her through her uterus or something like that. It was disturbing. I was like, why did I pay money to come see this? Why am I in this theater right now? What am I doing with my life? Oh my gosh. I know I am not the target market for that franchise, but oh, the cringe factor was just too much for me. There are some movies that are so bad they're good, and I can totally get into that. But this was just so bad it was bad. I couldn't. I literally could not. I couldn't even. I literally couldn't even. So I'm sorry, I apologize to any Twilight enjoyers that I'm alienating right now. I just can't. Ah, I didn't want to kill you off, dang it. Yay, I got Mr. Boom. Please be something fun. Come on, man. Ugh, give me something cool. I'll even take a sparkly vampire at this point. Just give me something. Charm of the Vampire. I do need to watch Interview with a Vampire. Is that Tom? No, it's not Tom Cruise, is it? It's one of those hunky hunks from the 80s, 90s. Who's in Interview with a Vampire? Is it Fight Club guy? No, I don't know. I don't remember, honestly. I know I own it, and I've never watched it. I need to be in the right mood. There have been some very charming vampires. Ooh, the Underworld series now there's a charming vampire for you. I'll take a little Kate Beckinsale over a sparkly vampire any day. Just saying. I do enjoy that franchise, the Underworld. Like, it's also very cheesy. It's got a lot of early 2000s cheese to it, and it does kind of get worse over time. Much like the Resident Evil film franchise, man, that gets bad over time. It gets really rough the deeper in you go in that film franchise. But I do still have kind of a guilty pleasure enjoyment for both. I don't know. What can I say? Certainly not fine cinema by any stretch of the imagination. But I am a little biased with the Underworld franchise, just because they got that Beckinsale factor going whole hog. Can't argue with that. I guess horror franchises in general, I guess you could kind of, both of those are horror adjacent at least. Horror franchises in general are not really ever known for being great movies. But we enjoy them because of what they are, not because of how they're put together necessarily. Right? Like, you enjoy the cheese, you enjoy the spook, even if it's like silly spooky. I think that's why we or we enjoy the shock and awe. I've never really been a big fan of like the slasher type of horror flicks, just the blood and gore everywhere. Like, it's certainly not scary to me. It's just kind of, you know? Like I watched Cannibal Holocaust once, just because it's like one of the edgiest ones ever, edgiest horror movie. And it's like, it wasn't scary. It was gross. It was kind of revolting at times, but it certainly wasn't scary. I don't like how this is going right now. I need to shut up for a second, take you out, and get back along on my way. There we go. Yeah, would not recommend Cannibal Holocaust. If you are the type that is really into gore flicks, then you've probably already seen it already. And if you're not, then you probably haven't even heard of it. I would not recommend it. I much prefer horror movies that give the heebie-jeebies. I really like the Conjuring franchise a lot. I love the Conjuring movies, and pretty much the entire Conjuring verse. I really like how they have a lot of intertwined stories. Like, even if they're very loosely related, just having some kind of relation is cool. I mean, you got the Annabelle, you got the Nun. What were some of... There was one... Shoot. It was, like, in Spanish. The title was in Spanish, because it was, like, some specific, like, Mexican horror entity or something like that. I think that was in the Conjuring verse as well. Completely blanking on it. But I like that connectedness, even if it's just a little thread that links something back to something else. I always appreciate that. Just kind of fleshes things out a little bit more, makes it feel like more of a complete idea. Well, this sucks. Oh gosh, those flames died out just in time. Hey, I might need to consider not taking the nightlight when I see it, because like look at this. When these fires originally come at you, they are in a pattern that you can dodge if you're paying attention. Whereas once they get all screwed up by the nightlight, man, it makes life difficult. Thank you, Bomb. That was super useful. I think that might have actually touched a little bit. Alright, go Spider, go. We are at max damage capacity right now. I really have no idea, obviously, what my health is at. How could I know? He is getting kind of cracked, though. Here we go again. I just gotta hope for the best here. I guess I do have a lot of orbitals, I think, that can help block some of this stuff. And I'm relatively small. There we go. Excellent. Alright. I did not want to choke at the very end there. We don't need to do the void. Awesome. So we're done here. Wrap it up, folks. We're done here. Do I get anything? The bloody penny. That's fine. There's a lot of penny-related trinkets like that. As you might guess, that one can drop a half heart when you pick up a penny. So nice. So that's another 3 marks done for good old Samson. I would have liked to have gone a little faster that time. And in fact, we probably have, yeah, we have a fair, maybe 50-50 on characters that still need to do boss rush and hush. How about for our unlocked, these guys? Yeah, we have a lot more of those guys to unlock as well. Anyway, we'll get to those points when we get to them. Thank you for watching. It's good to be back from vacation, back in the Isaac swing of things. Hope you enjoyed the episode. See you again next time.